Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. In this video, I am going to explain ISA 550 related party. This topic is really important because related party transaction can be affected. The truth of financial statement. These may not be done at normal price. Because of this, they can be used to hide loss, move profit, or commit fraud. Audit must be very clear when dealing with related party. In this presentation, I will explain the standard clearly in detail. Let's move forward to the next slide. In this slide, I'll show the plan for today's presentation. First, we are going to discuss importance of related party. Then we will take a look at background, objectives, scopes, introduction of IS 550. After that, we will cover audit responsibility and key requirement. We will also discuss the common mistakes and exam focused point of view. Finally, we will summarize the main idea. Now we will move forward to understanding the background of ISA 550. This slide explains why ISA 550 was revised. In many large corporate scandals, related party transactions were involved. These transactions were often hidden or not properly disclosed. As the result, investors are used of financial statement lost trust. The public demands stronger audit standards. Because of this, ISA-SP revised and improved ISA 550. Another reason which was to align the standard with audit risk model. This means the auditor must focus more on risk while planning their audit. Let's move forward to the objectives of ISA 550. What are the main objectives of ISA 550? The objectives of ISA 550 is to guide auditor in handling related parties. It helps the auditor ensure that the related party relationships are identified correctly. It ensures that the related party transactions are properly recorded and reconciled, disclosed. The revision standard was provided in March 2008. Mentioned here as well, the revision standard was approved in March 2008. It became effective for audit starting after December 2009. The objective supports fair and transparent financial reports. Let's move forward to the scope. What is the scope of ISA 550? This slide explains what ISA 550 covered. The standard applied to all the auditors of financial statement. It focuses on identifying the risk related party to the related party transaction. ISA 550 worked closely with ISA 220, ISA 240, which deal with fraud. This connection shows that related parties often increase fraud risk. Auditor must consider these risks during planning and execution of audit report. Now let's move forward to the introduction. This slide explains the different types of transactions. Some transactions happen in normal course of behavior. These usually follow the normal market terms and have low risk. The other transactions happen outside the normal business. These may involve unusual price or complex relationships. These transactions have a high risk of material misstatement. Auditor must examine these transactions carefully. Let's move forward to the auditor responsibilities. What are the main responsibilities of auditor? This slide explains what are the main responsibilities the auditor must do. The auditor must follow the applicable financial reporting framework. Now, what is this framework about? The auditor must check whether the disclosure are complete and clear. Even if the disclosure is not required, missing information can still mislead the user. The auditor goal is to ensure the fair presentation, not just compliance. Professional judgment is very important here. Remember, one thing you need to remember, professional judgment is very important here. Now let's look at important questions. Now I'm going to ask you one question to check your knowledge. The question is, can non disclosure be allowed by the framework but still be misleading? You should pause and think about it answer. But let me explain the answer. The answer is yes. For example, if company earn more its revenue from related party, this is important information. If it fact is not disclosed, user may misunderstand the company performance. Even if disclosure is not required, the financial statement may be still misleading. This is why auditor must think carefully about absence, not just form. Risk management not always be aware of related parties. Sometimes management may unintentionally hide relationships. These are inherent limitations in audit. Because of this, auditor must apply professional skepticism. They must always answer, they must always question and verify information. That's why this is why auditor must this is why they must always question and verify information. Let's move forward to the key requirement of ISA 550. This slide explains what ISA 550 required auditor to do. The first auditor must understand the entity related party relationship. Second, the auditor must evaluate whether the management identifying them properly. Third, the auditor must test accounting and disclosure of the transaction. The auditor must also be stay alert from unusual transactions. If the higher the risk exists, other additional audit procedures are required. Let's move forward and discuss the common mistakes that usually made. Management may fail to disclose all the related party information. Related party transactions may be recorded as a normal transaction. Some transactions may occur at abnormal prices, weak systems, and make unidentified difference. The auditor may rely too much on management. Explanation. All these increase the risk of material misstatement. Let's discuss the what are our exam focus point of view. From an exam perspective, related party transaction increase inherent risk. Auditor can't rely only on management presentation, transition outside normal businesses required extended audit procedures. Always link ISA 550 with the risk assessment and professional skepticism. Using the point help the scores better in exam. Now let's conclude our topic with conclusion. Now, to conclude, related party transactions are common in business. However, they create higher audit risks. They may not be carried out on normal commercial terms. ISA 550 required auditor to be alert and skeptical. The proper identification, accounting, and disclosure are essential. They help ensure a fair and reliable financial statement. You will understand what is ISA 550 is all about. Thank you for your attention. Allah Hafiz.